Well guys, we're back with another handheld. This is the Anbernic RG28XX, and this is a really cool, interesting little device, but is it really any good? And is it worth the price tag of $60? Well, I'm going to get into all that within this review, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Hey guys, what's going on? RetroGamer here, and welcome back to another review featuring the Anbernic RG28XX. So this right here is the Anbernic RG28XX. This is a really interesting little handheld. This is much like the Anbernic RG35XXH, except without the joysticks. This is part of the XX brand, of course, and it's going to run everything just like a regular XX, like XXH and XX Plus and stuff, with maybe some exceptions, but especially with the XXH. This is what people have been comparing it to the most, and so everything that the XXH can do is going to be able to do on here. And it's very surprising what you can do with this little handheld. For as small as it is, it's really impressive, honestly. Especially for the price and stuff, I really think it is a great deal. But if we see the unit itself here, it's much like a Nintendo Game Boy Micro. It's a lot bigger, which is nice because as I've said on the channel here with this review, I like the Game Boy Micro, but I don't like playing it. You can watch the review up top if you want to. But I really like the Game Boy Micro as a collector piece. Playing it, that's a different story. And then I brought this out here because I want to show that I have the RG35XX SP. I love this unit here. As I said, it's going to emulate a lot of the same stuff on here. If you want to watch that review, you can watch it up at the top as well. I did not think I was going to like the XXSP, but it is one of their best units by far. But let's take a look at the actual 28 itself. So we'll move those off to the side. And we'll take a more look at the 28 itself here. Also, in the box, nothing special. You're just going to get the charging cable, screen protector, which I already installed, and then the user manual. That's all you're going to get in the box, just like every other Anbernic that we see. And so if we look at the unit itself, it comes in a couple different colors. It comes in black, then there's like a classic Game Boy color, a blue and an orange, and then this cream and purple. Some of them really make it look like a toy. You could argue this color makes it look like a toy, but I liked this color. The black in that OG Game Boy color looks really good too. And then if we look at the features itself here, we have a D-pad, start and select, A, B, X, and Y. These buttons, they're really smooth, but they feel good. Like, they kind of feel toy-like, but they're really, really nice though. Like, honestly, everything feels really nice on this unit. It has a 2.8-inch screen, hence the name RG28XX. This refers to the screen size. It has one speaker here. It has a headphone jack, the 2 slots for SD cards. It has a volume slider here, and well, I guess this would be volume rocker. And then up top here you have the L triggers, and then you have the charging port and an OTG cord for if you want to hook up a controller. This is the mini HDMI, and then this is the menu button. And then on the side you have a reset and the power. And that's it for the outside of it and all the buttons. If you turn it on, this is the same interface that you're going to see on all the 3.5s. This is slightly reskinned to fit the handheld better, but you're going to get the same experience. The things you're losing are you're losing the Wi-Fi and you're losing the Bluetooth. So you can't hook up a Bluetooth controller and you can't hook it up to Wi-Fi, which isn't a big deal. For a handheld like this, I mean, I see what they're doing. It's not a big deal. For what you're getting, it's not a huge deal. This thing is also a heavy. I did not expect it to be this heavy, but it is packing some weight. Like, my goodness, this thing is packing some weight in this thing. It's not uncomfortable, but it's pretty heavy. But if we look at the interface here, you know, everything's the same as a lot of those other handhelds that we see. And you're running some really impressive things for how small this is. I mean, I'm really impressed with the emulation. You know, you're playing Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, PlayStation Portable. You're going to probably struggle a lot more with the PlayStation Portable games, but that's with all the 3.5s. Like, that's where they're really hitting their limit. But Dreamcast runs beautifully. PlayStation, all these other old games like Game Boy and Game Gear and stuff. I mean, if we just boot into the Dreamcast and we turn on Crazy Taxi, let's just show you how it is. And the speaker, it's actually really clean. It doesn't get very loud, but it doesn't get crispy either. That's what I'm impressed by too. It's actually a really nice speaker. The screen is also really, really nice. Like, if we look at it, just like, look how clear it is. It's really, really clean. You do see some light bleed though.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi.
That's really good. That speaker. Let's turn it down a little bit though. You do see some light bleed within the screen. That's something I have noticed. A lot of these Anbernics do have that issue, but it's not bad, honestly. And if we just like boot into the game here, just like play a stage or two, man. Like just look at the emulation. It's really clean. I haven't seen any stuttering or really bad lag. Like it all looks really good and it plays really nice for a handheld that's like $65, you know? Like I'm really impressed with this. It's really impressive. However, there is one big thing that I have noticed. So if I back out of here, I want to tell you about the coloring. The colors on this thing are really washed out. Let's go to my history and go to Pokemon Pinball. I'll show you what I mean. So, we boot up the game and look at the title screen when it turns on here. Look at the yellowing and the blue and the red. It's very dull and washed out. I have my tablet here. Hold on, let me turn it on, because I wanted to show you a side-to-side comparison. So this is what the game's supposed to look like. And this is what you're getting. You see the colors are very washed out. The yellow, the red, and everything. It's very dull and washed out. That's the only really bad thing I have to say about this 28XX. Colors are very washed out. I haven't seen any way to fix it in the settings. If there is, please let me know. Because I'm very new to this handheld, and I don't know if you can change it. I went into the operations and settings stuff. I couldn't find any way you can change the brightness. But that was it. So that's something that I noticed, is the colors are very dull and washed out. But for a handheld like this, it's not really a big deal. I mean, this is perfect for travel and stuff. Like, I don't think this is going to be something that you're going to be constantly playing. This is good for travel. Maybe if you're at work on lunch break or something. Like, this is a good thing to just take with you wherever you are. And like, if you want to play a quick game, and then you just play a quick game on it. Like, I don't think you're going to be too worried about the coloring, but it is pretty dull and washed out. That's the only thing really bad I have to say about this unit. But like for between $50 and $65, it depends where you get it. I mean, you can get them for cheaper or you can get them for more expensive. I got this on Amazon for $65. I didn't get it directly from Anbernic because it's going to take too long to get here. So I got it from Amazon for about $65. It's a really nice little unit though. I mean, I'm genuinely impressed. For the emulation you're getting and stuff, it's a really good handheld. I really can't complain about this unit. And if you're looking to pick up the RG28XX, then I would highly recommend it. But guys, that was my review on the RG28XX. So guys, from RetroGamer, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys back here with another review. See you guys then.